Alright guys, so I haven't been vlogging in a while because I had a 1973 Caprice of a buddy of mine's come in kind of unexpectedly, and he wanted it built. So I took that on him in the middle of the bagger build, so I missed Biketoberfest, but I figured I would at least show you guys what I've been up to on that, because there's a whole lot of stuff I did. I had quite the checklist, but I didn't have time to record it all, being a one-man band, recording, editing, everything. It just wasn't worth my time. So I figured I'd show you guys the put together, maybe. I don't know, I'll start putting it together. I just got all my consoles back from the interior shop and all that, so I'm gonna start doing all the plexi and everything in them. I've already started one of them, but I just thought about it to grab the camera and at least show you guys the process putting it back together. So we got the plexi here and a little window. I'll do LEDs down it, put the plexis in between. We did a red stitching to match the car. I gotta go get the car in a little bit. I'm gonna put all the consoles together first, and then I'll put them in the car and wire all the speakers and everything. But so right now I'm just putting all these side panels on, and then putting them in the car. So yeah, I'm gonna get to this. Alright, so it started raining on me, of course, like always, Florida weather. So my parents bought me a tent a few weeks ago, so I put it up. And I didn't have a shop light, so I just made a little makeshift one. Put some LED strips on a piece of aluminum and then hardwired them down into a battery. So I can go get some shop lights. I should do, which I only really probably need it tonight for this. So yeah, now since I got a dry spot, and some light, I guess I'm gonna start this front console. consoles together. Now I just have to cut and solder all the LEDs for them all. I think it's currently like 10 o'clock at night, but it's alright. Trying to get this thing finished. Yeah, so just gotta do some LEDs, cut these for them, stick them on, and yeah, see how that thing come out. Got all these in, so let's get to it. Alright, so I got one side of LEDs done. I cut the other side, so now I gotta solder that side, and I'll probably measure out the other two for the rear console and solder all those tonight, and then depending how late it is, I'll probably put those on tomorrow and wrap this thing up, as long as the speakers are all mounted in the console and everything. Now it's pretty much just a matter of buttoning it all back up. So that's that for tonight. So now I'll just pull the rear one out and measure out those ones, cut those so I can go and solder all them. I won't bore you guys with the soldering because it's the same process over and over. There's no point in showing it, but yeah. So give you one more look at this thing, and then go cut those other ones. Alright guys, so it's the next day, but of course the weather's not agreeing with me. So my neighbor, big shout outs to Justin and Rebecca next door, they let me come work out of the shop tonight so I can get this car finished. But I can finally give you guys a look at it. So since it wasn't parked in the driveway, I had it tucked over here. We were going to bike week and stuff. I don't want to sit outside and stuff. So yeah, here it is. Matching steering wheel. I did a Dakota digital dash in it. The paint. I did LED headlights. Swap those. Wires are running through the car. I just gotta pretty much finish these up. Well, they're done. I just have to install them. So now I'll go in, do the rear console, put all that in, finish tucking those wires for the dash. Only thing I got left on the digital dash is to recalibrate the speed. So, but the color on this thing's insane. Side trim actually wrapped the whole car together. Sub box is over here. So get all that in. The shop's perfect though, tucked away in here. I don't have nothing to worry about with the weather. When it starts raining, I slide the door down. It's got a vent fan up here, and it's got this nice little workbench, so should work. I'm also gonna paint the bagger and stuff in the shop. He said I could, so once again, huge shout out to them, being a huge help. So yeah, I guess that's enough talking. I might as well get into this thing. Alright, so I got the first console in. All I gotta do is put the tweeters in up here, but that's no biggie. Oh. Let's see. Fits on the dash. So, oh God. So, now I gotta do the rear console. I have to go get my family dinner because It's still my priority. So I think I'm gonna throw in this rear console and then go get food and then come back and finish it up. Because after that, all I got is the dashboard and the sub box and the kick panels. So not like, at least all like the main mid wiring and the LEDs are out of the way. But yeah, so that's the front console. Also, what did I do with it? I don't know. I didn't bring it. Alright guys, so the rear console did not go smooth at all. I must have busted the LED strips or something when I was moving them over here because of the weather. Not to mention that once I got in the shop, there was never another raindrop all night. So that was a waste. So I broke them for no reason. But it was nice working in here, I'm not gonna lie. But I did get the consoles in and finished. So they came out great. So I think I'm gonna call it for the night. Cause I'm gonna have to tune it before I put the subs in, so there's no point in putting them in the box. I don't even know if I've showed you guys these little grills I made for the kick panels. I cut some grill mesh for them and powder coated it gold to match the wheels. It's a chrome powder coat with candy gold over it. But I made those and little ones to cover the dash here. Yeah. Whoever cut that big ass hole in it. So something like that. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna call it a night. I got some pretty good progress. Both consoles are in. Tomorrow I'll wire the button for the LEDs. Simple stuff. Mount those dash cover grills. Mount the dash back on. Mount the tweeters underneath them. Yeah. I don't know. Tighten this thing up tomorrow. Hopefully finish it up and tune it tomorrow so we can take it back over to Tampa Friday and go by Elite and pick up the new wheels. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys. We got a Suburban. So me and my wife got rid of the High Country and got a Suburban. So I gotta go pick up the wheels for that, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Gotta get this thing finished before I can go over there. So let's see what happens. Alright, so it's the next day. The consoles are in. Everything's wired. All I have to do, I have to do the powers for the radio and the remote wire for the amps, and tune all the mids and highs, and that should be good. I need to do the power wire for the LEDs to the button. That'll be good. And then put the subs in the box and put those in and tune those. And then the music will be finished. And then all I gotta do is mount the tweeters to the bottom side of the dashboard, put those in, put the kick panels in, and really wrap this thing up. So I'm gonna get going while I still got some daylight. Alright, so I got the kick panels put together. Now you can actually see the grills that I have powder coated and stuff for them. But I got those put together. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to build new ones or get them rewrapped, so I just had to build new grills and stuff, and then patch this hole that they had down here. But it's stupid, but it is what it is. At least we were able to make them look good from the trash that was in there. But now I'm just figuring out mounting the tweeters, because the other dude had them drilled into the top of the cushion. So I'm just figuring out mounting them underneath now, and then I'll mount the grills that I made for the dash, and then get that. But real quick, I gotta run over to the house, grab some rivets and some drill bits and good stuff like that. So run over to the house for some quick supplies, and then come back over and get back to it. Hopefully get this thing done and playing today, so all I gotta do is wash it and transport it tomorrow. We'll see. So here, I figured I'd show you the stuff I was dealing with on this car. The reason why I didn't really record much. That's how that was left and shoved in the dashboard. There was 2 wires coming off of it. And that's how they left it. This was just hanging, but so yeah, that's what I was dealing with this car. That's why I didn't record anything, because now it looks like this. Because I don't know what the hell they had going on. I had these screwed to the top of the dashboard. Now that you can see it, see all the holes, but got it right. so it's pretty much all together. Yeah, it's pretty much the light at the end of the tunnel. Subs are wired, put in the box, ready to go. So really all I gotta do is tune everything, get it ready to tune the subs, and then drop that in, and then should be good. Not really much more else to do. So yeah, I guess I'll give you guys a final look at it with everything all put together. Keep in mind, I did not build the kick panels. Those were still used. Oh, wife's home. But the kick panels were still used from the previous build. I did not have time to rebuild those. I did everything else. So here it is. Go ahead and two cup holders, the radio down there, tweeters in here, rear console, 2 8s and 2 6.5s. The kick panels, once again, I didn't build those. I hate the screw hole right here for no reason because it's held in with this trim, but the dash came out good. You can see with the sun hitting on. But okay, so that's all wired up. So get that. There we go. Once again, I did the side trim. Changed out the LED headlights. He had the headlight bezels re-chromed. There was no way I was putting those old ass headlights back in. Hey guys, so the Caprice is officially done. Took me 6 weeks to do this build. Like I said, that's why the bagger wasn't really much messed with, but well, it wasn't touched at all. It's still sitting over there in pieces. But yeah, so the last 6 weeks I've been doing this build. It's fully finished now. So I guess I'm gonna I already cleaned the inside up, so now I just gotta wash the outside and then toss her on a trailer, and we're gonna take it back over to my boy Dre over in Tampa. So that's gonna be a fun ride. And I also want to give a huge shout out to JCS Weapon Designs over here in Palm Bay, Florida. They were able to knock out this engraving for me on both sides. Let's see, let's turn it on. Yeah, so once again, shout out to JCS Weapon Designs. They do all kinds of stuff, not just engraving. He's got firearms, ammo, all that good stuff. But he's actually got a lot of really fun stuff in that store. I could get in trouble in there for sure. But yeah, here's this thing. Rear console. It's got a Dakota digital. That was not fun to do. 2 out of 3 sensors they sent me were the wrong ones, so that sucked. So I had to adapt all those, but got it figured out. Got the sub box all mounted up. And rack back there. Still all nice and neat. Of course, if you guys want to see more of this car, that's his Instagram. Yeah, so here she is. I don't know if the camera's getting that. This car changes colors so good. Oh, there it is. The last 6 weeks of my life. I missed the first steps of my son building this car, so that wasn't fun. I was actually really upset about that. But hey, I guess that's part of the game. Apparently I took my first steps at daycare, so I'm a real asshole. But yeah, so I'm gonna wash this thing up, get it loaded up on the trailer, shoot it over to Tampa, and we'll go see Dre's reaction when I bring it to him. Alright guys, so it's done, it's clean, it's ready to go. We got the transport trailer here. Shout out to G7 Trucking, gonna take it over for me. And my boy Hunhold Transport's on his way back to Florida right now, so he wasn't able to grab it, so he's coming and grabbing it for me. So yeah, this thing's all clean and done. Of course the sun went away. Oh, there it is. Everything's all clean, ready for delivery. So there she is. No sun, so it won't change colors. I was trying to find the gold. There it is. Alright guys, all loaded up. Alright guys, so we got it dropped off. It's here. My boy got his car back.
Well, my boy did me right.
So, he's stoked with it, I'm stoked with it. Chris loaded up the trailer. And we gotta make that trip back, but yeah, so this thing, he finally put the top down for me. I still ain't seen it with the top down. So, one last look. Put in his
going down. Made 100,000 in my trap house. Money kinda short, but we can work it out. Made 100,000 in my trap house. Bricks going in, bricks going out. Made 100,000 in my trap house. I'm tired of selling bricks, I wanna go legit.